What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of the King's Viewpoint. I'm your host, Dre Hill. I'm a 33-year-old man, black man from the city of Memphis, Black Haven Zone to be exact. Uh, I come just trying to give a couple of thoughts about basketball, football, black culture, family, and everything in between. I also will be at the end of every episode, asking you all what topics you all would like for me to do as well. Uh, but just surface level. We're gonna get a little bit more into everything as we go on from episode to episode. Again, welcome to the King's Viewpoint. Uh, I was raised on sports, specifically football and basketball. Um, so talking about those topics comes so easy to me, and I feel like why keep this information in my thought process to myself when I can give it to others and then we can have engaging conversations on these things. No matter your team, no matter what sport you like, we can talk about it. This past weekend we had the playoffs where the Chiefs beat the Texans and the Lions lost to the Commanders, and there was controversy between the two games. So we'll be hitting on stuff like that. Basketball, of course. I'm a Lakers fan, University of Memphis college basketball fan. As far as football, Michigan Wolverines, college football, and Pittsburgh Steelers NFL team. I have a deep love for Whitehaven and their football team and their basketball team, the neighborhood in general. When I say I bleed black and gold, I bleed black and gold. You hear me? All right, the mission of this podcast is to create a perfect space for people to come comfortably to a space that blends sports, culture, and family and everything in between perfectly so that everybody can feel involved, included, and we can talk about anything that we need to talk about. Now, some of y'all might be asking, why a podcast? Why now? Well, I've always had a love for sports, basketball and football especially. And of course, black culture and family has always been a top point of mine. Family is very important to me. And so to get those things, something that's easily to be talked about that just flows right off the tongue and I know what I'm talking about. That's what makes me want to do this podcast so I can bring people closer in. We have so much disparity and anger and beef between each other. So why not create a space amongst each other where we can come and talk about just those topics that I just mentioned to you all. So during this podcast, I will be touching on how sports connects to the family aspect, the black cultural aspect, and how it brings us together, how it impacts our lives, and how they show the world what we're about. Sports, to some people, is just that sports, but to me, it's a little bit deeper. Um, you have the knowledge of the sports. You have to have a love for the game to have a real fine-tuned knowledge. Some people just play sports just to play sports. Me, I played sports, I've coached, I've watched, so I have a deeper connection than some others. So I just want to be able to give my perspective on these things as well. So what I want y'all to expect from the King's Viewpoint is every week I'm going to break down the latest in football and basketball, whether it's free agency, trade talks, coach moving, however, whatever it is, I'm going to be highlighting a lot of that stuff. And then I'm gonna highlight the best in music for the week. People who have resonated with me and the music scene. For me, I'm a little different. I like to go back to the '60s all the way up to now. Whether that's Al Green, Teddy Pendergrass, or if I go to A Ball, MJG, or more recently Moneybag. Guys of that type. Um, so we're going to be talking about the music and how it affects the black culture as well and family. We're going to tie all those things into one another because at some point, all of that connects. So we're going to be breaking that down on a week-to-week basis here with me on the King's Viewpoint. All right, I'm going to give y'all a little bit more on why I got to this point. I got to this point because, again, watching sports, growing up with my grandfather, we watched basketball every day. Anytime there was a game on, we were watching the game. So for me, basketball became my first love. And it was all because of my granddad. He was a great man who instilled certain values within me. And to watch sports with him too was just a plus. So watching basketball, my first team I seen won championship was the Lakers, and I've been riding with the Lakers ever since. I'm a true Laker fan. So all y'all LeBron haters, y'all can miss me because I'm not just big on LeBron. I'm big on the Lakers. If the Lakers doing good, I don't care who playing for us. I just want to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's as far as the Lakers. When it comes to the Steelers, I've been a Steelers fan for over 12 years now. Before that, I really didn't have a football team. I would watch football. I play football, but it wasn't just that big on me until now. Recent years, I watch football every chance I get now. So football is big on me as well. Um, I've been so like I said with the basketball, it helped shape me into the knowledge of that because things that I thought I saw or thought I didn't see, my granddad will point out, "Hey, did you see that? Hey, I know you saw that. What do you think about this? What do you think about this call?" So we weren't just watching the game; we was talking it through too. So my knowledge for the game kind of grew early, and then it just expanded the more I got into it myself. Same thing with football. My knowledge for the game is different. I'm a football coach now for Little League, um, and I'm learning. I'm learning for other coaches. I'm learning from my own players. I'm learning from the players that I watch on TV. So I'm taking all of that knowledge and I'm putting it in a circle for me to where I can push it out to whether it's my players, whether it's to you all, whether it's to my kids. And so now I'm more knowledgeable about these things. When it comes to family and culture, Black culture is big on me. Hey, as you can tell, I am a African American man. Uh, so being Black, I'm proud. I'm very proud to be a Black man, and it gets scary at times, But at the end of the day, we can only control what we can control. So I live my day to the best of my abilities every day, and I teach my kids. I have two young men that I'm raising, and I'm raising them to do the same thing. Look after yourself, look after one another, and move forward in this world in the way that is beneficial to you. Can't worry about everybody else all the time. You have to worry about yourself sometimes too. So that's one of the times that it's okay to be selfish. And that's why I tell my kids, take care of yourself and take care of your brothers. Y'all all y'all got. And it goes with the family. Again, my grandma, my granddaddy, my mom, my uncles, my aunts, like family was always big on me from a young age. And now even more so, now that I have my own family, I've been married for 12 years. My kids are 11 and 8. Um, I'm big on family. So now that I have my own family, it hits even more. I have a obligation to protect them, to provide for them. And that's just what I set out to do. Now, does it get hard? Yes. Does it get worrisome? Yes. But it's a part of it. And I love every aspect of it. I love the hard parts. I love the easy parts. I love the bad times. I love the good times because I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else other than with the ones that I love. And now, what to expect from future episodes? I will be having guests from time to time. I'm new to this, so I'm really trying to get my feet wet before I bring a lot of different people on. But excuse me, but I will have a guest here and there from time to time to give their different perspectives as well. I watch podcasts and I see sometimes the best podcast is when you have multiple people giving their opinions about the things. Now, sometimes it leads to an argument, but it's not one of those arguments that leads to violence. The arguments where it's like, no, I know what I'm talking about. That type of stuff. We love to engage in those type of talks, especially for my people who out there who love watching sports. Folks gonna trash talk anyway. Like you got the Dallas Cowgirls. You got the Green Bay Whackers. You got all them. So you're gonna have people talk mess, but it's all a part of the game. I love talking mess. I love talking mess to especially a Cowboy fan because they always got something to say. Always. I don't. I would wear my Pittsburgh paraphernalia and I walk through and somebody with a Cowboy jersey on or Cowboy hat gotta say something. So it's just part of it. I love it. Uh, the topics will be based around sports, Black culture, and family and music. So I'm hoping that everyone that is tuned in will have some point within the podcast that touches them, that makes y'all want to come back next week. I want to continue. I want to continue the engagement. I want y'all to come back and talk to me. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me what I did good. Tell me, how I can move to be a better podcaster for you all, because this is for y'all. I'm giving y'all this. It is for me as well, but my audience is what's important. If I can't reach my audience, I can't build a ground to stand on. So it starts with you all, and I thank y'all for tuning in now, and I pray and thank y'all who tune in next week. So I encourage you all to connect with me on social media. As you can see here, my social media tags, and I want you all to follow me, and let's start this journey together. I want the people who see me and hear me to move with me, and I'm hoping that there's everyone out there. But if not, I understand. I appreciate you as well. There's no hard feelings. But for the ones that are gonna ride with me, I thank you 100%. All right, that's it for the first episode of the King's Viewpoint. I hope that everybody enjoyed this episode. Now, again, this was an introductory episode. Next week will be totally different. I'll be starting to dive into the playoffs. Uh, this weekend, we have the conference championship rounds between the Chiefs and the Bills, and then the Eagles and the Commanders. Um, Two big rivalries. The Chiefs and the Bills rivalry has been building up for the past 5 or 6 years. The Eagles and Commanders rivalry goes back some years. So I'm hoping that those are some exciting games so we can come back and talk about those. Keep your eye on Jaden Daniels, y'all. The young man is something serious. Watch him. We'll also be talking about a few of these NBA games that happened this past week. I believe it's Rivals Week in the NBA. So we'll talk about, the rivalry games. And I just hope that you all stick around with me and make this journey a smooth and fulfilling journey. Again, this is for y'all. I appreciate you for being here in this time with me, and because you could have been doing anything else, you know, but you sat here with me. Thank you. Next week, again, I'll be breaking down the NFL playoffs, NBA games. I dish in on some music, some black culture, some family topics, so that we could be an interactive podcast. Because that's what I want, interaction. I want you all to talk to me. Talk with me. I'm gonna be asking you all questions about certain topics within this realm, and I just want you all to give me some feedback. That way, every episode will get easier. The more feedback you get, the easier it gets for me. The way now I can push out more information to you all. Again, follow me on social media. My tags are here again. Share your thoughts and let me know what you want to hear. What you think I can do better. Until next time, stay blessed, stay up, stay dangerous. That's it on this viewpoint.